This next image is a shot of one of my favorite musicians of all time. Her name is Imogen Heap. She's a very experimental, kind of ethereal musician, and her music just really inspires me. And so I just emailed her and we set up our own personal shoot when she came to Nashville where I lived. And this is just a really quick shoot, probably 15 minutes of her time. And I came in with a few ideas, and this image came out of that very quick photo shoot. This was my first year of being a professional photographer, and so I was shooting quite simply back then, and this was just lit with a 3-foot by 2-foot softbox, straight over my head, a 45-degree angle on the subject. Pretty simple, but that soft light on her face, her skin just lit up, and there's nothing more to it, very simple. And I come from a background in painting and illustration, and so this image was really all about post-production. Something about her pose was still really magic and kind of matched her music. And so I went into Photoshop and removed her from the background entirely, brought her back in. We retouched her skin a little bit, and I just started bringing different backgrounds in, brought a landscape in that I had shot. I shoot a lot of stock images on my downtime, so I'm always building that library of personal work, and so that in times like this, I can use those images. So I brought in a landscape, brought in some clouds, and just started building up the image one layer at a time. I do this really crazy effect where I reshoot images on my cinema display through various glass and old cameras, and so I shot this image again through my various techniques, and then I brought those images of the image back into Photoshop and layered them on top of the original. And so it started creating this really bizarre effect, and it started bringing this like weird noise and grain and dust and all kinds of weird textures that really made the image come to life. And I just kept building until I was satisfied. You know, they say that half of art is knowing where to start and the other half is knowing when to stop. And this is I just finally got to that place where I knew that I had my final image. Sometimes I know going into a shoot, I know what my vision is going to be, and sometimes I really don't. Sometimes it's just about discovering where it's headed. And even when I opened it up at first in Photoshop, I still didn't know exactly what it was going to be. So I just started painting, through Photoshop and adding layers, and it landed in a place I was really excited about.